Sun. Again. Sunlight. Fun in the sun. Just wait a second. Right, okay. So, learning a lot about the sun. It's way magical, man. You guys know this already, probably. But there's a lot more to sun than just, oh, it feels so good. And there's a lot to the sun that, you know, that we've learnt about. But you just go on Google and you won't find the answers to it. You have to listen to the right people. You have to follow the people on, not even on Facebook. You have to follow the big names in the health community outside of Facebook. Big names. Jack Kruse, Matt Maruka, Nathan Walsh. There's only a few people, I've just named 3 massive ones there, that are talking about light and information that I have just never seen before, ever. Particularly Jack Kruse. I mean, that guy has got so much insane information about the fucking sun. It's quite frankly intimidating. And I'm doing this research on the sun. I'm experimenting with the sun. I'm going to write a book, which hopefully come out end of next month. But I know that this book is not going to have all the information that, like, say, that Jack Kruse has, because that's just too much. There's too much. So I'm going to try and condense it. But I do want to talk about, there is a difference. Yeah, it's not just, oh, sun, go out and get 2 hours in the sun, even straight in one go. No. That's what I thought as well. I thought it'd be just, okay, let me get my half an hour of sun all in one go, in the midday, or first thing in the morning. I don't need to go and get sun in the evening. Don't need to worry about the midday sun. No. Sun does, like a load of, by the way, Anki and Roslyn, hi. Sun does a lot of different things, and it's really important, and nature has designed it, and I said this before in the live, nature has designed the sun to heal us on full body healing from the time we're supposed to be out. So from nature, that's supposed to be 8-10 hours a day. In the summer, 10-12 hours. In the winter time, depending on where you are, a little bit less. But the sun has been designed by nature, or God, or whatever you want to call it, to do different things to your human body, and to cover all bases of healing for you at different times. There's literally different frequencies of life impacting your body at different levels. Some is hitting the surface level of the skin, some is going deep into the tissues. But it goes beyond that. It's not just about how far it hits into the body, or those different frequencies, different times do hit the body at different angles. Some are going deep, some are doing both, and it's always changing. Think about it. The sun is never still, so minute by minute, that medicine, the frequencies are changing ever so slightly. But then, of course, the comparison between a dusk and a dawn sun and a midday sun is the hugest difference. So a dusk is very similar to a dawn sun, dawn dusk are very similar, whereas a midday is that transition where the medicine, this is what I'm trying to get to, the medicine changes, and the quality of the frequencies and the impact they have on the human body change as the sun goes along. Now, with that being said, I think it's not about, okay, I'm going to go out and do 1 hour of sun in the midday and that's it. No. Now I'm starting to see that if you've not got a lot of time, the 3 most important times, and I'm also thinking, now I'm listening to what I've heard before on podcasts, and now it's making sense with what I'm experiencing with sun. It's better to stagger your sun time over the course of a day. Stagger into small amounts, like 5 minutes at a pop only, but stagger it multiple times a day. Yeah, listen to what I'm saying. Than the same amount of time in total to, like, just the midday sun or another time sun. What I'm saying is, the different frequencies of light that are going on medicine, it's better to stagger your day and get 5 minutes every 2 hours, 5 minutes every hour, 5 minutes every 3 hours, and do what you can, whilst focusing on the morning as the most important. As soon as you get up in the morning, it's close. Most important time number 1, as close to dawn as you can. Most important time number 2, as close to midday sun as you can. By the way, caveat, this includes under cloud cover, because we haven't got perfect weather and we don't live in the tropics. Number 3, most important, as close to dusk as you can. Those 3, yeah, those are the most important times. That is health, and that will save lives, and that will prevent diseases, and that will have a profound impact on your psychology. Now, and I'm talking just getting out, so your head, do not wear a hat. I'm only wearing this because artificial lights, and I would probably be patched up. The point is that I'm just talking about just getting your head, yeah? Now you can add on to those free times, which you must consider essential. If you've got a full-time job, just do what you can, you know, lunch break and all that shit. Work towards getting out of full-time jobs so you can stay in the sun longer. Or work outside, do what you can. Those free times are the most important. Now, if you want to fit in between those times, cool. Little sessions, very cool. Extra medicine. But you can do a hack on those 3. The close to dawn as possible, close to midday sun as possible, close to dusk as possible. The hack is this: expose more skin at these times when you're out. Hack. And even in cold weather, say it's cold and you're doing that. Brilliant. You get cold therapy on top of that. You don't live in the tropics and it's fucking freezing like it's in the UK. Cool. You can light up your mitochondria by doing it cold. So take your shirt off, take your chest off. Start buying Tanfu shorts. I've promoted them enough before. Look into them. Tanfu bras, Tanfu pants, Tanfu shorts. So you can be pretty much naked. Expose as much skin as possible at those times. Because remember, your skin and your eyes, not just your eyes, your skin too is a solar panel. The more skin you expose to the sun, the better the medicine is. So look how many things we've got to think about. We've got to think about timing, and not just condensing our sun period into one lunch break and then going indoors the rest of the day. No. Stagger it. We've got to think about timing of sun, and we've got to think about, once we're out in the sun, how much skin we expose, because we are solar panels and we need that energy and nutrition from the sun. So if you expose more of your solar panel body to the sun, guess what happens? You get healthier. You're already out in the sun anyway, so you might as well just do the fucking nude tan through short shit, whilst grounded too, if you can, on grass. If you can't, don't worry too much, but just get out in the sun and start thinking about staggering, because now I'm coming back into light big time. This is I think where I'm headed with this is mastery of, maybe not Jack Cruz mastery, but I'm definitely, you guys have no idea, the past few days and weeks, and with the book thing coming out as well, I've not been focusing on any other health thing. I'm behind on podcasts, so I'm trying to catch up. I'm learning too much, is what I'm trying to say. I'm actually learning too much about sunlight from people like Jack Cruz, because that guy, if you read his blog posts, they're like 500 things about leptin and resistance and dopamine, serotonin, and protein shock, and I'm like, whoa, my brain's getting confused. I'm trying to assimilate the knowledge, it's too much. It's a mastery. Health is a mastery, but sun is a mastery too. Now, you guys can keep it easy, and I like this. I'm not coming from the angle that, you know, I know it's important to get a lot of sun, it feels good, and most of you guys probably are doing the sun thing anyway, but I'm a geek, and I want to break it down. That's my mission. That's what I've told myself is my mission right now, to break down, kind of like a Jack Cruz style, in a simple way, the mechanisms behind why sun works. Probably for me too, so I can motivate myself to get more sun, because I'm not perfect. But I have experienced some weird shit lately, doing red light therapy, doing the just being out and sun gazing today with the dusk sun, because I used to do just midday sun gazing, or whenever I could, but it was mostly around midday time, and I used to think that was the shit. And in many ways, midday sun gazing is great, gives you a super deep breathing session. It has its benefits, but actually, I'm wrong. I was wrong. There is massive benefits to doing dawn and dusk sun gazing. Basically, dawn or dusk sun gazing is called red light therapy, without having to pay for a 500, 600, 700 pound red light machine. It really is. It energizes you, and it's weird. It energizes you more than the midday sun in many ways. It's less. You'd say it's less powerful because it's got less UV rays, and less blue light, just red light from the sun at the end and the beginning, but there's something going on there. And then we've got complete redness. When you wear blue blockers, especially these laser ones, which turn everything red, yeah, this effectively mimics the sun, mimics the dawn sun for me at night time. As long as I've got the Wi-Fi off, yeah, that's important. And as long as I haven't eaten, just if I don't eat in the evening times, or it's a very small meal, but it's better if I don't eat at all. This is like pretty much looking at dawn. It's not going to fuck up my melatonin. It's not giving me a blue sun. It's telling my brain it's dark inside. That's what it should be. Unlike what I'm doing now, because now my brain's getting told, you know, there's a sun going on here, and blue lights create free radicals too. Another huge thing. Holy shit, blue light creates free radicals. Yeah, and you're thinking, oh, really? Well, the sun's got blue light. Yes, the sun has blue light and creates free radicals, but at the same time, the sun also has red light going with it, which mitigates the free radical damage, makes the body produce an antioxidants. You've got the melatonin coming in with the red light, all that shit. So the sun knows what it's doing when it's got full power blue light, even in the midday sun. It's got some red protection, but we ain't got any red protection when we're looking at blue lights and we've got the Wi-Fi on and we've got nothing, and we're not looking at the world with the red. We're looking at the world in the blue. And you know what? Jack Cruz talks about this, and I think he's right. I think Jack Cruz is going to be he's going to go massive, huge. I don't think the world's ready for his information. That's what I believe. He's said some powerful shit that is going to upset a lot of people in the health community that just think diet is important. Number one, he said, I kind of agree with him now, light is way more powerful than diet, way more powerful. Two, he said, I've heard him say, blue light is the cause of all diseases. Blue light, the major contributor. Yes, sir. Blue light is fucking up people. It's giving diabetes, making people fat. There is some serious shit that guy's saying you guys need to check out on Jack Cruz, like, because he's going to go big, my prediction. If we start waking up in the levels we are, light is going to be massive always, and he's right. He's just giving up too much information, and I don't know. I guess it's up to people like myself and other people to simplify it a little bit, because I've got a simple mind. I've got to simplify his information a little bit, because he's going too fast. He's got too much information, and it's connecting the dots in a way that's too quick for me to even understand, because I'm only seeing these words from him. There's no one else referencing his works, and the way I learn is I need a couple of people saying the same thing before I start believing it at a subconscious level, and he's the only one saying it, so I'm not prepared to put his stuff in the book yet, because I don't even, there's too much. I could write like 1,000 pages on sunlight if I was going to go with all Dr. Jack Cruz says, but you guys do need to check out his works. Check it out, and go on YouTube and start watching. It's crazy powerful. The sun. Yep. Dalton, mate. Yeah, I fucking love you, bro. You're the best for fucking affirmations, sun. Getting a skin as well, that you get in your chest out, fucking, you know. And grounding and sun gazing. It's such a powerful combination, but it's nice to know, to break it down, why these things work. The information is out there now from science, but it's just not mainstream yet. All this crazy information, and people like Jack Cruz are bringing out the information, and it's going to get mainstream, and we're going to see just how powerful sun is. So powerful. You know, my bias has changed all the time. I love urine therapy. I think water is a huge aspect of human health. Sun as well. But it's just huge. We can't live without sun. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. David, mate. No. Jack Cruz, Kruse. Jack Cruz, Kruse. Type him on YouTube. He's got a lot of interviews. His Vermont speeches are fucking crazy. He's got interviews with Extreme Health Radio as well. He blows my mind every day. And my mind's getting blown of just what I'm learning about the sun. And like I said, one of the main reasons to make this video actually was to get you guys on the idea of staggered sunlight. Do not think that 1 hour in the midday is as good as staggering 5 minutes or 10 minutes 6 times a day with the same amounts, from as close to the morning as the dawn as you can, and to the midday and to the dusk. That's my point. Start experimenting. I've just started experimenting again. I was always doing the good thing with the sun, but now I'm really staggering it. I'm not putting it in one dose. I'm putting it into loads of. Now I've got the spare time. I'm putting it into loads of small doses, and I will report back the results. But it's crazy. We already know, by the way, red light therapy is very powerful. These machines are red light therapy. Well, dawn and dusk sun is red light therapy, but with a little extra benefits, a little bit of blue there, no UVB UVA, very small amounts. But it's like red light therapy for free when you get those morning suns and you sun gaze, or you do it nude. You're doing very good red light therapy, huh? Those red light machines, they cover a huge part of your body, but if you did it nude with tan-free shorts in the sun, you get more medicine than those machines, right? Not only that, those red light machines, they say you can do them any time of day, and I'm starting to think, no, the best time to do a red light device, if you're going to pay for those machines, and they do work, by the way, they're worth buying. If you're going to do them, why don't you try and mimic nature a bit, and don't do the red light machines at midday time, because the midday sun doesn't have much red light in it. It's mainly blue light and UVB, UVA. It's got very little red light. So really, I'm thinking, if you're going to buy a red light device, don't do it to the midday. Do your red light device first thing, this is what I say, first thing in the morning, as soon as you get up, do your red light therapy, and go with nature. If you can't go outside, go it before you go to bed. It won't affect you. Red light is fine, by the way. It really does boost your melatonin. Little hacks like this are probably some of the most expensive, it's not as cheap, but I mean precious things you could ever buy for your health. And start implementing these things, these protocols. So, yeah, that's it, David. Yeah, man, Jack Cruz. Right, that's it. Sun. I'm going to talk a lot about this. My book's going to be out next month or the month after. I'm going to make it fucking special. Sure, there'll be information in there that I'm going to miss, but that's fine. I'm going to give you my bias and things that I've experienced plus information. It's super important to stagger your sessions, and don't think you've just had your 1 hour of sun. Like they tell you of exercise, they'll go, oh, you need 30 minutes of exercise today, and then people go, okay, I'll do my 30 minutes at the gym, and that's it. No. Maybe even exercise needs staggering, that's a whole different topic, but I know for sure that sun has different informational light frequencies and benefits at different times of day. So you're better off doing short and little across the entire day that the sun is out, even under cloud cover, than going for a big, long-ass session like somebody might do at the beach. I'm not saying the beach is wrong, by the way. But that's what they do, though. They go to the beach for 1 hour, 2 hours, and don't stagger their sessions. You're better off for your health. And I will experiment myself and report back mainly my results and experiences. But let me tell you, the red light thing at dawn, was it dusk today? That was fucking crazy. I really felt like I was doing red light therapy. I've had a red light device, so I know what it feels like. It's crazy. Yes, okay, Matt Maruka. He's fucking amazing. He's like 19, 20 years old. And if you listen to him talk, wow, he's got a lot of good information. If you type in on YouTube, Matt Maruka, Luke's story, there's a free interview there. And you'll blow your mind with information. I get lost listening to a couple of people. Matt Maruka, Jack Cruz, who else? Nathan Walsh. I get lost listening to these people because, quite frankly, when I go on Facebook on my newsfeed, most of the time, because of how far I've come in health, I know that information already. So people are repeating information. I support people, and I love people and encourage people on their journeys, but what I'm seeing on my newsfeed is I'm getting the same information all the time about fruits, about fasting, most of the time. Not everybody. I'm not criticizing, by the way. I'm just making a point. When I come to the light side of thing, sunlight, I do not see that on my newsfeed. All I see is people knowing that it's good, and that's fine, but no one is breaking the mechanisms down of sunlight. Nobody, apart from these guys. So we have to go out, for me, I have to go outside of Facebook, go onto YouTube, and look at these guys for information so that I can relate onto you, so that I can have it inside my head. Because quite frankly, the shit I'm learning on sun, it's for me, really, and it's for my life. I'm 31 now, and I'm going to be a sun worshipper for the rest of my life. So I need to know just in my brain, I need to know the mechanisms of when it's best to the sun and what's going on for me and for the mission. So I need to break it down. Other people don't. Other people, you know, by the way, if you're doing the same sun protocols as me, you don't need to know the mechanisms. You just know it works. Cool. Just do it. We're doing the same thing, yeah? But I'm just want to geek out on it and write books on it and help people in a different way, you know, because it's powerful. And I spent 31 years of my life thinking it was bad as well. No one's told me. I had to learn from other people. So, on that note, yes, that's it. Stagger. Don't do it all in one. And start experimenting with how you feel at different times of day. There's so much to it. I even think grounding gives you different energies and benefits. Even though it's just negative ions and electrons from the earth, I think at different times of day. So there's the possibilities and angles for us. I've been thinking of a lot of this. There's so many angles and possibilities. I love health mastery because there's so many things to think about. There's so many things. And I'm only 2 years into this, and there's like tons of angles that my brain just goes in and like, whoa. We're never going to know, but that's what makes life beautiful. You just got to be happy not knowing, and happy with a little bit you're learning. So, on that note, it's night time here. I would say go out and get the sun if you're doing it, and remember those 3 times. Dusk, dawn, midday. Don't just do one. Stagger in between. That is the way that we tell the time. Not just from where the sun is up in the sky, but the sun's information at different times tells your body when to open up these neurotransmitters, these hormones, to wake up, activate, to go to sleep, to regenerate. It's all linked in with the sun. The sun knows how to heal you holistically, but you have to get out in it and stagger your times in order to heal yourself and get the maximal benefits from what we were designed to do. Because let's face it, I'm in no position to be out in the sun 8 hours a day. I could do it, but I'm not ready for that yet. My level of journey and learning isn't ready for me to be out in the sun 8 hours a day. Maybe at some point in the future it will be. But in the meantime, I'm going to learn a ton about the staggering, the little bits of doses that I get in between. And that's fucking exciting. Exciting times they are for me right now. And for you guys too. It's very exciting times. Alright. Alright, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let's go and get some sun. Fucking fun in the sun, man. Alright, peace.